Might as well make the most of it.
Yeah! Feels good! Woo! Guess I'm lucky. Some of us don't get a second chance. But I ain't blowing this one. Nah, man. Shit, I feel like I can do anything. Feels good! Woo! Guess I'm lucky. Some of us don't get a second chance. But I ain't blowing this one. Nah, man. Shit, I feel like I can do anything now. Who can catch lightning in the Feels good. Woo! Guess I'm lucky. Some of us don't get a second chance. But I ain't blowing this one. Nah, man. Shit, I feel like I can do anything now. Who can catch lightning in the bottle?
If you wanted to pick a company that completely violates everything that Catholic social teaching is about, Nike would be your perfect case study.
I was 7 years old when I got my first pair. And I stepped outside and I was like, Mama, this air bubble right here, it's gonna make me fly. I hit that court, and when I jumped. I swear I got so high. I touched the net. Mom, I touched the net. This is the best day of my life. Air Maxes were next. That air bubble, that mesh. The box, the smell, the stuffing, the tread at school. I was so cool, I knew that I could increase them. My friends couldn't afford them. 4 stripes on their Adidas. On the court, I wasn't the best, but my kicks were like the pros. Yo, I stick out my tongue so everyone could see that logo. Nike Air Flight book bag was so dope. And then my friend Carlos's brother got murdered for his 4s. Whoa. See, he just wanted a jump shot, but they wanted to start a cult, though. Didn't want to get caught. From Genesee Park to Othello, you could clown for those pro wings with the Velcro, those were not tight. I was trying to fly without leaving the ground, cause I wanted to be like Mike, right? Wanted to be him, I wanted to be that guy. I wanted to touch the rim, I wanted to be cool, and I wanted to fit in. I wanted what he had, America, it begins.
I wanna fly, can you take me far away? Give me a star to reach for, tell me what it takes.
We lived in a 9x9 cement box. It was over 100 degrees, it's 100% humidity, a small window, certainly no air conditioning.
No furniture. You slept on a very thin mat on an uneven cement floor covered in shelf paper.
The streets outside of your home are lined by open sewers, and what that means, like in the rainy season, you would have all that feces just float up into the streets and into your house.
And every time that you go to the bathroom, it comes back out into the sewer for everybody else to see and smell.
You would have football-sized rats that would stampede.
Listen to what that swoosh said. Look at what that swoosh did. See it consume my thoughts. Are you stupid? Don't crease them, just leave them in that box. Strangled by these laces, I can barely talk. That's my air bubble and I'm lost. If it pops, we are what we wear what we are. But see, I look inside the mirror and think Bill Knight tricked us all. Will I stand for change or stay in my box?
Self-awareness. I am your host, Rose, and I pray that you paid attention to the message that was on the clip. Someone sent me the 2-hour DVD about this maybe 8 years ago, and it was very painful for me to watch that whole clip, to see how these people was being treated, how babies are born deformed because of the 4 Nike factory there with all of that rubber in the air, and the condition they're living under and working under. And they make trillions of dollars. And Michael Moore, he went there to talk to the CO, and it's just amazing that people don't care about other people. And the problem is, if it wasn't for us participating, supporting these companies, they won't exist. So we have to take some responsibility for what we are participating in, because it's okay until it hits home, when our children are born deformed and we getting, we're getting low wages anyway, but look at the work you have to do for the little bit of money that they're giving you, and we just keep making the rich get richer. And that young man, he was at St. John University, and he was hired to be a coach. And because he would not wear and promote Nike products, they fired him. He took them to court some years ago, but they threw the case out because they say he didn't have enough evidence. The clip that you just saw, he went there and he did a whole documentary. The whole thing is 2 hours. And he's filing the claim again. So we'll see what happened. But he took a stand. And this is what the problem is. People don't want to stand up for what is right. We complain about everything that's going on with our lives, but we participate what's going on in other people's lives. But it's okay as long as it don't hit home. When our children are suffering, when our family living under the worst conditions and working, excuse me, under the worst condition and getting peanuts. And they're making trillions. But they couldn't do it without us. So we have to take some responsibility. But this is a man of real courage, divine courage. And whatever his faith is, he's standing up for it. And it cost him his job. So don't think everybody is a sellout. There's a lot of them that out there, but not everybody. And if you remember on the show, I showed you George Washington Carver, and this is a DVD about his life. Things I didn't know, and I think a lot of people didn't know. And back in his day, he was dealing with slavery. He was dealing with the KK chasing him. They say he had a very unhealthy body and poverty. But this whole DVD is about an hour and a half. This man was offered a job making really good money compared to what he was making and his lifestyle. And they said Ford, and I think it was Ford and Con Edison, and he turned them down. He said he's working for the Creator. And I never knew how many inventions that this man came up with, because most people know him for the peanut, but he did so many great inventions, and they say he got his idea early in the morning. He went into nature, and this is what he did. This is the real heroes that we should be honoring, and not these sellouts, because they get on TV, they look good, they sound good, and they talk the talk, But what are they doing behind the scenes? You got to pay attention to the subliminal message, because it's not even subliminal anymore. They put it in our face, but they got us so conditioned and so programmed, it just go over our heads. So this is something you need to think about, but he refused them. And because we make everything about money, and there's so many people I know you heard about or read about who had so much money and they still wasn't happy. And that's why they keep you in this trap of money and materialism, because this is what keeps you there. So, but this is a great DVD about his life, because I am so proud of him. And you need to think about, what are we participating in? And this is another DVD. I found it maybe 2 weeks ago at the Salvation Army. And the title of this is Discovery, the Gift. And this is, I think he was a cameraman or director, because he loved making films. And he did this whole documentary. He was living that lifestyle, the money, the fame, the expensive cars, the home. He said he had the top models and all of it. But he realized he wasn't happy. And he turned his whole life around. And he's still doing films, but he's doing films about the creator within, how to love yourself, how to believe in yourself, how to help make a difference in the world on a positive level. And we're here to serve each other. So there's a clip on YouTube, but I don't know if you can see the whole thing on YouTube, but it's a great DVD. I think it was even better than The Secret, because they focus more on the spiritual aspect, not the materialism. And money is not a problem. It's when you're attached to it and how you use money. Because some people are just so greedy. And this is why we suffer so much. And this is another, I guess some people will call him a guru, but Phil Valentine. I heard an interview on a Manhattan cable that hit me to Martin Luther and how he stood up against the Catholic Church back in the 1400s. This is such a great 2-hour DVD, and I ordered it from PBS, and these are the real heroes. And I learned a lot about the creator within and loving yourself, believing in yourself. I don't focus on people like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett. They just fronting. And people need to do their deep research about a lot of these people. And like I keep telling people, don't believe everything you hear and everything you see on the internet. That's why I tell people to develop their intuition and learn how to trust it. You will know. You will know. It will resonate. Your soul will let you know, no, this ain't true, no. Or it's being misinterpreted. But a lot of these people are sellout. Why you think the world is the way it is now? I never thought I would live to see so much violence, so much disrespect for each other, so much cruelty, and so much, homeless people. So in America, and they keep setting up these foundation, these charity, but where's the money really going? Do your deep research. And I read in Deepak Chopra book, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, and what he said, what he taught his children when they was young, like 4 years old, how to meditate. What are we teaching our children? And he said, he told them, don't worry about getting a good job, going to the best colleges, and he told them to focus on not what they came here to get. He told them to focus on what you came here to give. How many people are teaching this to our young people? And this is a very good book and a cassette tape, probably it's on DVD now, about the 7 spiritual laws of success. Because you can be successful and have abundance of money, but in the right way. So, and this is another thing that I want to make you aware of. And this came out of a book called Total Confidence. When I was doing the workshop in Manhattan, we studied from this book, which is a great book, and it's been out many, many years. And I'm not going to read the whole thing, but just one paragraph. The unhappy minority. Because most people, even if they're pretending, are not really happy. So it goes like this. As you look around at your fellow human beings, you will find it hard to ignore the fact that very few people are happy, fulfilled, and leading a purposeful life. Think about that. And the other part is called the sheep state of mind. And that's exactly what most people are in. Monkey see, monkey do. And that's how they got us programmed. Whatever is the bait, the ladies, everybody will run and get it. They stand online for 8 hours just to buy some rubber. And they're paying ridiculous money, supporting a negative company. People are dying, people are suffering, because some of the people in the documentary he did, they would not let him show their face because they say they were afraid they will kill them for speaking out. And let me read this. The sheep state of mind. A lesson which has taken us far too long to learn is that the opposite of bravery is not cowardice, but conformity. That's what I say. Monkey see, monkey do. That's what conformity means. You may have spent valuable, irreplaceable years trying to fit into the paradise only to learn too late that the people you have been following you. This is particularly evident in the timing of our life, major events. What makes us follow each other like sheep? Why should one marry, for instance, or graduate, or settle down, or do anything else when one's friends do it? Perhaps these events don't belong in our lives until much later. Perhaps they even belong earlier. Perhaps they don't belong at all. Let's get out of this sheep state of mind and refuse to punish ourselves because we are different from our neighbors or associates. Much suffering will be eliminated if we could assess our divine right as individuals and refuse to let the sacredness and beauty of life be martyred by conformity or standardization. And this is something you need to really think about because Earth is purging and it is realigning itself because a lot of the negativity has to go because the real enemy is within each person. They talk about peace, but there's no peace within the person. So we have to really work on healing our inner child, loving ourselves, valuing ourselves just as we are. You don't have to prove anything to anyone except yourself. And when you know who you are, which is divine, you have no problem following the crowd. You'll just be you. And I just want to thank everyone for all your support. And I just want to remind you, September the 1st, 2019, in St. James Park, we're going to have a big celebration in nature. So we're going to network, we're going to eat some healthy food, we're going to meditate, we're going to pray, we're going to do a short affirmation. They have plenty of activities in the park, and we're just going to enjoy Mother Earth. So don't forget, September the 1st, 2019, and all the information is on my website. And another thing you need to think about, we have to start really teaching our children who they truly are so they don't get caught up in the trap we got caught up in, passing down these old, low self-esteem, not loving self, I'm not good enough, and just teach them you are love. It's within you. And once you tap into the love that's already within you, because the Creator put it in all of us, you will free yourself forever. And you can love everything and everybody. And love, true love, don't mean taking abuse from anybody. You have to know the balance. You got to know when you're helping people or when you are disabling people. When people are abusing you and taking advantage of your kindness for weakness, let them go in love. And when they're ready to make that change, they'll get in touch with you or someone similar to help them through the process, because this whole growing and evolving is a process. I've been consciously on this journey for over 30 years, and I'm still growing and evolving. So this is what I want you to do. Make yourself number one priority. Not these politicians, not these celebrities, not these athletes. You are the one. And the Creator in me greets the Creator in you. Thank you.